I've had obesity my entire life. I don't remember a time when I didn't have obesity. And that subjected me to a lifetime of ridicule, bias, discrimination, prejudice, all because of my size. You know, I think that weight bias, which is making negative assumptions about people because of their weight, stereotyping them as perhaps lazy, stupid, dirty, annoying, simply because of their size, underlies most of the problems we have with getting treatment for obesity and also just straight up good medical care. You know, I'd like to share one experience I had with a medical provider with you. I had been having really bad hip pain, and I had gone to my primary care physician. We had done x-rays on my hips and even MRI scans of my hip that was sore, and nothing appeared as a problem in any of the testing we did. Yet it was painful just to walk around a room for me. So he referred me to an orthopedist. I walked into the exam room, and his assistant gave me this tiny pair of paper shorts to put on. They maybe would have fit on one of my legs, but certainly not both of them. So I couldn't prepare the way they wanted me to be prepared for the exam because they had inadequately sized shorts. And I've certainly run into the problem of inadequately sized gowns in other instances as well. But the orthopedist comes in the room, and I started to describe my symptoms to him, the problems I was having, the pain I was experiencing. And he stopped me, interrupted me, and said, "Well, you need to lose weight." I said, "Well, I'm surprised I'm having this pain now because I had already lost about 70 pounds. "Well, you need to lose more weight. Have you considered weight loss surgery? I see this all the time." And he went on and berated me about my weight for several minutes after that. He never examined me. He only touched me when he shook my hand as he walked out of the door. By the end of the appointment, I was in tears, and he said, "See, you're even crying about the pain," and alluded again to my weight. Well, the truth of the matter is, I wasn't crying because of the pain. I was crying because of the way he had treated me. He later called my primary care physician and told him what his diagnosis was. And my primary care physician in turn called me. And my physician said, "Yeah, he diagnosed you with obesity pain." And I said, "Obesity pain?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "You know, I missed a couple medical school courses playing golf, and I might have missed it there, but I doubt it. And in my 30 years I've been practicing medicine, I've never heard that diagnosis." Well, of course, it's because it is not a real diagnosis, obesity pain. That's just ridiculous. So when I finally got up the courage to go to another orthopedist, I realized and got a diagnosis of what was wrong. I had a 60-degree curve in my spine. Now you can just imagine what that looks like, sort of like that. I had progressive degenerative scoliosis. I didn't know it had gotten so bad, nor did I know it could cause hip pain. And once I had that diagnosis, I was able to get some physical therapy and attempt to address the pain. And really, one of the ironies about the pain is that it was interfering with my ability to exercise as part of my weight management program, right? That's what everybody tells you to do, eat less, move more. Well, I couldn't do the moving more because of the pain, yet the orthopedist was yelling at me to lose weight. That just doesn't add up, does it? So not only was it humiliating for me, this was a physician who missed a diagnosis because he just wasn't willing to look past my weight. I'm not an idiot. I understand that my weight plays into my physical health. I get that. That's why I'm trying to address it and why I struggle with it every day and try to address it to maintain my health. But to so totally dismiss me and dismiss any other possibility as to what could have been causing my pain was inappropriate, improper, and just is a blatant demonstration of weight bias. It's instances like that that make me fight weight bias and why I'm involved with the Obesity Action Coalition and the fight against weight bias. I'm afraid some of you listening to this have had similar experiences, and I'm very sorry you've had to go through that. I know the pain, I know the shame that's involved with it all, but you know what? Obesity isn't your fault. Of course, there's an element of personal responsibility involved, but there are such complex mechanisms going on in our bodies. Genetic, hormonal, biological, physiological, psychological, and environmental issues. All these play a role. And for someone to demean you because of your size and because you are, and to blame you for not controlling your weight is just wrong. People at higher weights deserve as much respect as anyone else. We're not lazy. We're energetic. We have successes in our lives. We strive to better ourselves every day. And, you know, we have willpower. I'm sorry, but it takes a lot of willpower to try diet after diet after diet after diet and fail, yet get back up on that horse again and try again. I've learned over time that for me, it's not me failing the diets. It's the diets that have failed me. So during National Obesity Care Week, I'm going to continue to fight weight bias. I'm going to point it out in the media when I see it, in television when I see it, in personal interactions when I see it. It's time for all of us to get off the sidelines and speak up. Try and find your voice. I think you'll find it empowering.